sun is out, the sky is blue, and it's definitely trying to be spring here at Site B, and I have to go to the store, so I might as well drag you along with me. I wasn't planning on making a talk today about a tabletop role-playing game conspiracy topic, but my good friend Jeff Gamesbox, who provides us with so many good things every week, please take a moment to subscribe to his channel if you haven't. Help him hit 1,000 subs. We were having a conversation, and he brought up an interesting controversy, theory, topic. And the more I thought about it, I was like, there might be some relevance to what my friend is saying. So to set the stage for today's pontification, as you may know, recently, several of the larger dungeon tubing YouTubers like Professor DM, Bob World Builder, Genie D, Roll for Combat, all made videos about how the dungeon tubing terrain is dead. Their channels are not making them as many clicks and as many algorithms and as many subs as they used to. They're not making as much money as they used to. One of them even said, I got to go back and get a real job because my Dungeontube channel isn't making me as much as it used to. At which point I would have said, well, you should never quit your job. Never quit your day job. Never walk away from a series. Never turn down a role, no matter how small. Right? I didn't quit my day job when they forced retired me. I still do stuff outside of the Dungeontube. Not a lot, because I'm handicapped, but I try. Anyways. So they all jumped on this, and as you know, I made a very tongue-in-cheek song about it and a tongue-in-cheek video about it, and basically my conclusion was it's not dead, it's just evolving, it's just changing. The algorithm changed, so you have to change, adapt or die. Now, it's so all these guys made videos, dungeon tubing's dead, don't bother starting a new channel, you're just never going to be as big as me, and even I'm not as big as I was a year ago. Really? The hobby changed and you're not being as big as you were a year ago? What a shock. So Jeff's conspiracy theory was, well, what if they were gatekeeping? Whether consciously or unconsciously, what if by making these videos where they say dungeon tubing is dead, what they're really saying is don't bother start a channel. Don't be competition to me. There's no room at the inn anymore. So, hi guys. Don't bother. If you're a teeny little tuber with 98 subs or 5 subs, or you've just woke up this morning, decided I'm going to do a YouTube video about something about role-playing I like. Well, the dungeon tubing is dead, might make you second guess yourself. And let's face it, a lot of us in the hobby, including myself, have very low self-esteem, suffer from imposter syndrome, have social anxiety. So a big mama or papa bear like Bob World Builder or Genie D telling us, well, this career is dead, this hobby is dead, this way of communicating with your fellow geeks is dead, might make somebody feel like, well, why should I bother? Well, Genie D just told me it's dead, so why should I bother starting my little channel? Professor Dungeon Master just told me it was dead. Stephen Glicker just told me it was dead. Why should I bother making my own little YouTube channel? I'm never going to get more than 10, and 9 of those are bots, and the 10th is my mom. Right? So what if that was intentional? What if what they were saying is, we don't want competition? There's only so much pie in the algorithm store. And God forbid there was like other channels out there that you could do this on besides YouTube. I mean, it's not like Rumble, Blue Sky, Twitch, Twitter, Thread, Substack exist. God forbid. No, are they saying, as they're talking about how they're all getting these paid sponsorships to go get paid to talk to a convention, are they saying, hey, you, Fred, who has something they want to say, but you've only got 24 subs, don't bother. Don't bother. And to which I would say, if you feel that what those guys were telling you is don't bother, fuck them. Bother. You know, whether you get 1 sub, 100 subs, 1,000 subs, 1 million subs, do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you think it's going to be a job, because you think if you just follow cookie cutter the format that everybody else is following, you'll get as successful as Jeannie or Bob. You won't. I mean, you might, but chances are you won't, because the situations that led to Jeannie and Bob and Professor and all these other, you know, multi-$1,000 subscribers, that situation doesn't exist anymore, okay? All the steps that led to the great glut of 2017 through 2023, that's gone, right? So unless something similar happens, you're going to make as many as you're going to make because people appreciate what you have to say. But if your goal is to make as much money as that other person did, no. Do it because you want to. Do it because you think you have something to say, and do it because it's fun. As long as you're having fun talking about your topic, maybe you make 1 million subs, maybe you make 100 subs, maybe you make 1 sub and it's your mom. It doesn't matter. Do it because it's important. Cat Mundus is doing this for subs is wrong. I totally agree. I notice a lot of people are starting to follow the cookie cutter Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeons and Discourse, Genie D, Bob World Builder format. And it's it's a very easy format to follow. They're all kind of using the same look, the same topics, the same focus on 5e, because that's where the clicks are, except they're not getting the subs that Jeannie and Guy are. And then there's, mavericks like me who don't follow the format, who just talk about whatever. And did I think 11 years ago when I started this, I would have as many subs as those guys did 11 years ago? No, I never thought I'd have more than 10 subs. The fact that I've got 2,000 whatever subs amazes me every freaking day. And I'm unbelievably grateful. And I don't have any illusions that I will ever be as big as Genie D. I don't have any illusions that I'll be as big as my friend Diversity and Dragons. If I reach 3,000, I'll be surprised. I'll be happy, but I'll be surprised. But I was excited when I got 1. And I still talk as if, maybe I got subs, maybe I don't. Maybe nobody's listening to me broadcasting from Site B. It doesn't matter. We're going to go a different way, because every time I go that way, that cat tries to follow me. And I swear, anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many subs I get. I'm not doing this for subs. Blatantly, I have said on more than one occasion, I will sell out. I've said on more than one occasion, I started this video because I wanted to get free candy that I could share with my sister. I saw this guy eating ramen, and I was like, I could do that. I could do a video of me eating ramen. Back then, you were trying to get sponsored by the mystery boxes. Remember the mystery boxes? The big mystery box fad? The subscription thing? Yeah, well. And look, maybe you have something to say that's important. Maybe you just want to share a fun experience. Maybe you have a perception or an intake, or I know I said we wasn't going that way, but the other way is blocked off. Stupid construction. Just hope the cat's not out. I don't know what's on your mind, but there's nothing wrong with sharing, guys. Passion first. Love first. You play this silly game because you love it in all its many shapes and sizes and forms, right? And whether you be a D&D 5e player, a classic 0 through 4 D&D player, whether you like rolling 3d6 or a d20 or 2d10 or 3d12 or I don't know, pulling cards from a deck, I assume you're doing it because you enjoy it, because it brings you some form of pleasure, and it's fun, and it makes you smile, and it makes you happy. All right. All right, I don't see the cat. Right? And if that's not why you're doing it, if you're doing it because it's a job, because you think you're going to get as big as Double D, or anybody else who's hit it big, that's doing it for the wrong reason. Do it because you love it. Do it because it's fun. Do it because you want to share your passion. And this whole dungeon tubing is dead bullshit that these guys started, I don't know where that came from. Fairy Garden. I don't know why they all felt to make the video. I don't know why people need to say, well, I've got to go back to work because I'm not making enough money as I did last year. Fuck you. You're lucky you make any money. This is a silly little hobby. You should not be doing this to make money. You should be doing it because you appreciate it and you love it and you made something you want to share, and God willing, somebody wants to share that with you and they're willing to pay you for it because they appreciate it. But that should be another Fairy Garden. That should not be the goal. The goal should be, I have something I love and I want to share it. And if you're feeling generous, you want to support the OGGM because he's fucking awesome. So if you heard these videos, if you heard these words at the end of 2025, if you heard these people who we're supposed to respect, like Bob World Builder or Jeannie D or whoever, telling you my job is dead, I can't do my job anymore, dungeon tubing is dead, don't bother starting. If that's what you heard, that's not true. All right, do it. Get, your stupid SteamYard free account. Your chances are your computer has a built-in camera and a built-in microphone, and if not, you can get a cheap one for like $10. Figure out how to link it to YouTube or whatever, and that's not that hard, because if I could figure it out, anybody can. Of course, as we saw this morning, I'm still breaking SteamYard somehow. They should hire me to do QA, right? If Mike could break it, well then we need to fix it. Nothing is OGGM proof. Do it. Just make your love. Just make your channel. And I know it's hypnotic. It's seductive to follow the little cut and paste layout that everybody else is following, using the same clickbait titles like Dungeon and Discourse uses, right? And to use the top 5 spells, top 5 whatever things, and using the same AI style that everybody's using because, well, it works for them, right? I don't need to come up with my own style. I'll just copy what everybody else is doing. Why build my own burger stand? I can just copy McDonald's. And if that works for you for a start, I mean, it is easy to follow the cut and paste, but find your own voice. Find your own way of communicating. Are there things that I could do to make my channel more successful? Algorithm tricks I could follow, like editing? Probably. And would that maybe make me more successful than I am now? I don't know. Are they things I should do? Yeah, probably. Are they things I want to do? I don't know. I'm kind of happy doing it with the off-the-cuff way I do it, ugly and all, because that's just part of the magic that is me. But you're going to find your own steps. The point of this video, in response to Jeff's Gamesbox little conspiracy theory, is If you felt, again, because we're almost over, that these guys were telling you don't bother starting your channel, you're never going to make as much money as I did, fuck them. Start your own channel, be the best you can be, and be satisfied if you make 1 sub, if you make 100 subs, if you make 1,000,000 subs, if you blow Genie D out of the water. Don't do it because you think you're going to get paid. There are real jobs out there. This is a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be sharing your take on the wackiness that is goblins hitting people with sticks with others. And if that becomes something and you make great friends like I have, great. If it doesn't become anything, oh well. Start your channel and have fun. I hope that when you listen to me blabber on a daily basis, you enjoy the words that are coming out of my mouth. And remember, I'm here for you. This is your channel. If you don't like what I'm talking about, let me know. I am always open to criticism. I am always open to trying to make things better. God forbid you end up like a certain Canadian carrion eater. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Thanks for joining me for this walk. See ya. Support small YouTubers.